Okay, hello.
Hiya.
Hello. I'm not a trained psychologist. I'm just here to offer you some advice on how you can deal with relaxation and imagery and psyching up.
Okay.
So you're sports cricket, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk to me about it. Is there any times you go out feeling a bit nervous or?
I'm quite high up in the pecking order, so there's a lot of pressure on me to bat quite well.
Okay. Okay. So.
I tend to get quite nervous. I shake. I get really sweaty before. I mean,
Okay.
and it does affect my performance. I think that's something I need to work on.
Yeah. So relaxation techniques. So relaxation is it's simply a lessening of attention. So it's just trying to control an anxiety or something. So do you do any kind of breathing rates, or do you do anything before a game to try and help you get into a zone or something like that? To try and help you?
I've tried in the past certain techniques, but I don't know. It's just my nerves start to take over, and relaxation is something that I need to work on. And there's an area that I'm quite weak at.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's some techniques that I can explain to you today. So the first one is it's called PMR. So
Yeah.
it's progressive muscular relaxation, and it just teaches your muscles to relax through a two-stage process.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, you tense up all your muscles for a certain amount of time, and then you release the tension and notice how your muscles feel a bit more relaxed after them. So this is something you can potentially do before a game. So we'll just do a bit of example now. So if you just want to tense up your shoulders and your arms, really squeeze them in, hold them up so your traps up, hold it there for 8 seconds. So really squeeze out as hard as you can. And then so 3, 2, 1, and then just breathe out quite slowly. So about 5 seconds, breathe out. And if you do that, so if you start from your upper body, go down to your lower body, so you do it in sections. So shoulders and arms, then your core, chest, and then work your way down to your legs. That is one way you can get into a zone and help you relax. So PMR is shown to have significant long-term effects on sport. So particularly with helping to reduce general anxiety and stress, while helping to lead to concentration. So there was a study by Janet Orts showed that PMR led to improved putting performance in female golfers, while many other sports have shown tremendous improvements following the use of PMR and other breathing techniques. So there's some proof out there to show that it works. Other things you can do. So do you ever feel when you're going out to bat, you say you get sweaty, do you notice anything that your heart, or do you start breathing fast or something like that?
Yeah, I got a fast heart rate, and I find I do a lot of shallow breathing.
So you're breathing very short.
Short, shallow breathing.
Okay, so short, shallow and fast breaths are linked with anxiety and high arousal. So that's obviously that's something that might deteriorate your performance if you are doing the sharp breaths. Ratio breathing techniques you can use. So there's some 5 to 1. So again, we can do an example of that. So if you just want to breathe in, but actually you want to breathe in for 5 seconds and breathe out. So you're not doing it too quickly, not too slow. Okay, so if you breathe in for 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slowly breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's just a really simple technique you can use, and it's probably the easiest way to effectively control stress, anxiety, and muscle tension. So if you are performing well in batting, is there any other things you find that distracts you, or do you ever get a bit
sledging?
Sledging, I was going to say, yeah. So do you get some abuse off the wicketkeepers?
It tends to frustrate me and winds me up. And I find that it does my performance as soon as I lose concentration.
Yeah.
That's when being a batter. That's what needs that one slip of concentration, and that's it. You're right.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something that I need to work on and keep my concentration on the game rather than individuals.
Yeah. So you say when sledging happens, you just what do you think happens when people say stuff to you? Do you become more focused on them than the ball, or do you find it hard to concentrate on too?
I become more focused on them than the ball, and it plays in the back of your mind. You know what I mean?
So you just it stays on your mind instead of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, that's obviously quite natural in cricket, and that's probably something you are going to have to get used to. So there are techniques to help that. So there was another study led by Joseph and Kramer, found that the use of relaxation techniques helped a team of 10 elite cricket players when facing sledging from an opponent. The player said that sledging led to over-arousal, like you said, so you get a bit frustrated, and their game negatively affected their game. So, like you said, so self-talk is something the common coping strategy, but relaxation techniques were also mentioned to help improve focus. So again, have you heard of self-talk? Is that something you're aware of?
Vaguely.
Vaguely, yeah. So that literally could just be it literally is just talking to your self-talk. It might be some kind of cue word, like a trigger word. So if, for example, if you did face sledging, obviously it takes a bit of time to get used to and for it to work, but is there a word you can kind of say to focus your... Okay, so we mentioned self-talk, and there's just a few others you could just... I'll quickly go through them now. So autogenic training retrains the brain to respond to a stress in a more relaxed and adaptive way. So again, do you think when you do training, do you do sledging in the nets then, or do you just...
We don't, no. That's a good idea though.
Yeah.
Consider.
Yeah, so like I said, so you're only used to sledging then when you go out in competitive games. You're not used to it when you in training at all.
Yeah, I've never practiced.
Yeah, so maybe that's something you could possibly do. So again, that will just help your brain try to train to respond to that and just kind of push it to one side rather than let it affect you.
Yeah.
So stuff like biofeedback as well. So this is when you wear instruments to help you control internal functions normally outside your conscious control. So you say when you go out to bat, when you're walking out to the crease, you feel your heart rate increase.
Certainly, yeah.
Okay, so you could wear an instrument like a heart rate monitor, set it to your optimal heart rate, and then when you feel it go over, because you feel your heart rate go up, feel a bit nervous, you can do these relaxation techniques that I've told you, the breathing rates, all that kind of stuff, to try and bring that down. So if you're wearing a monitor, which is something I suppose you could wear in cricket, that's just some. And then if you hear a little beep going off, you just know you've gone over your optimal rate.
Okay. Yeah.
The last one I talk about for relaxation is music. So is music something you or your
No, I haven't considered music.
Do any of your teammates use music?
I know a few of them do. Yeah.
Have they said it helps or?
I've not really thought about it personally, but it's definitely. Now I'm thinking about it, it's like even though it's an obvious one, I can definitely see it being a good for like relaxation.
Yeah. So you say some teammates listen to music. Do they listen to it in headphones or they?
Yeah, they got headphones.
So you don't have any team?
No, there's no team.
Do you think that's something you could possibly do as well?
Yeah, certainly if it's all the same.
If you all like the same music, if it's gonna help your performance or just help you get in the zone, that's something you could use as well.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, it could contribute to team cohesion as well, as you're all listening. If you're listening to the same thing.
Yeah.
Instead of having people doing their own thing. Something else you can think of. So that's all the relaxation techniques we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Okay.